CityKids TV Pre-school, and today I think we should first start by doing our welcome song. If you know it, join in. Are you ready? We clap and say hello, we clap and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we clap and say hello. We wave and say hello, we wave and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we wave and say hello. We stamp and say hello, we stamp and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we stamp and say hello. We whisper and say hello, we whisper and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we whisper and say hello. Hello everyone.
Good morning, CityKids Preschool. It's time for another story. How are you doing today? We are going to learn about a man called Elijah. Say hi to Elijah. Hello. We know someone called Elijah, don't we? We've got a couple of friends called Elijah actually. Hi Elijah. Hello everybody. We're also going to meet somebody. Is she happy or sad? Sad face. She's really sad. We'll find out why in a minute. For a while, Elijah hadn't been able to find any food. God said to him, Elijah, I'm going to tell you where you can get some food. You walk to this place and there'll be someone there who'll give you some food. And Elijah always listened to God and he said, okay, I'm going to go on a long walk. I'm going to go and find this place and this person. So Elijah set off. He was walking for quite a while. When he got to the place, he saw this lady. She's still not very happy. Do you know why she's not very happy? What is she carrying? Can you see? Those are some twigs. She's picking up some twigs for her last meal. She's not going to eat the twigs. She's going to make a fire and she's going to cook some bread. But she's going to be using the last bit of oil she has and the last bit of flour. She's really worried. She's got a little boy as well. And after this one last meal, she won't have any food left at all. Elijah still asked, may I have some water? And may I have some bread to go with that, please? And she's like, I'm not sure I want to give you our last meal. And Elijah said, don't worry. God has told me it's all going to be okay. Please, could you bake me some bread? So the lady, still not very happy, decides to do what Elijah said and starts making a fire. She gets her last bit of oil, her last bit of flour. She mixes them all up. Mix up, mix up, mix up, mix up, mix up. Add some water. Mix, 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 mix. Rolls the dough out, squeezes it a bit, makes it into a nice flat bread, cooks it on the fire and gives it to Elijah. That's a pretty impressive woman, giving the last bit of bread she has to a man that she doesn't really know, but she trusts that God has spoken to him. Still, she is not very happy. The next day, she knows that there's nothing left in her jug of oil and there's nothing left in her bag of flour, but she checks anyway. She's so hungry already, and so is her boy, her son. So she looks in the jug that was empty, had no oil in it yesterday. She looks in it. There's some oil in it. How come? She's beginning to get a little bit excited, and she rushes over to her empty bag of flour. It was empty yesterday. She looks today. There's some more flour in the flour bag. Amazing. So she goes and gets some more twigs. She's still not quite sure what's going on, but she's not sad anymore. She's happy because she can at least have one more meal, and she makes the bread and she shares it again with Elijah. Elijah says, "Thank you very much." The next morning, what do you think this lady did? A little bit worried because she'd used up all the oil the day before and all of the flour. She has a look in her jug. Is it going to be in there? There's some more oil in there. Hooray! She looks in a bag of flour. There's some more flour in there as well. Hooray! So that day she goes, she gets some twigs, she makes a fire, and she makes some more bread for her, her son, and for Elijah. Elijah says, "God has told me that you will always have enough oil and enough flour until you can get some different food." And she is so happy. Look at that massive smile. I'm going to be able to feed my son and myself until I can get some other food as well. And that's because God is looking after me. Thank you, God. Thank you, Elijah, for telling me all about that. So Elijah stayed with her a bit longer and had a bit more to eat. And then he went off. But the lady was still able to feed herself and her son because God looked after them. Such a lovely story, isn't it? Every day there was more oil and more flour to make bread for them so they didn't starve, they didn't go hungry.
We may not need oil or flour, but whatever we need, God will give us when we believe. Bye-bye.